Where y'all quiet
at? I don't know. You texting.
Let me make sure he got a link. I just sent him the link.
Okay. Hold up, I'm trying to put this down. I was trying to pull up that Jeff Jaffer shit, that white guy that sent that message out saying that Kyrie's right and shit. You see what I'm talking about?
That Kyrie's white.
Right.
Oh, I'm about to say.
Okay, so you must not know what I'm talking about then.
Hell no, we don't need that right now. Find out he a damn Edomite, even though he talk like one. Hey, you know we live too.
Yeah. I told you I hit live. I thought you did that. I didn't want to just sit in there because
nah.
We live.
What to say? Well, shoot, shalom, y'all. Shalom. Let me shout some people out real quick.
Hey, want to start by giving our honor and praise to the Most High Yahweh by Shimmy Hadashah.
Calm, man. We're trying to get things together, man. Trying to get the brother Yaquah who's supposed to be on here. I didn't know we was live, but shoot. Hey, shalom. Hey, make sure y'all like the video when you come into the building, Bobby Gashad. Make sure you'll subscribe to our classes. All right, not our classes, but our different channels. Alabama, the Atlanta channel, which you're on right now, San Francisco, as well as North Carolina. We ain't done a video on North Carolina in about 4 months, but we're gonna put one back up there, man. We're gonna get that back up there. All right, we got HOI Memphis in the building, Shalom. All right, let me shout some people out real quick. All right, the new soldier, Brian Christian Greer, Shalom King. John Gilchrist, RW Cons Live, Shalom King. Beverly Pleasure, Brother Soldier Kadar Aharon, Shalom. Soldier Kevon, John Allen, Soldier Knox, Shalom. All right, Gail Hope Israel, Shalom. Eskimo Duris, Shalom. Soldier Micah Allah, Shalom. Miss Yah Save, Shalom. Carla Taylor, Rodney Stevens, DTA Twan, Vanessa Whitson, Shalom. Sister Natazah, Shalom. Captain Yahweh out in San Francisco, Shalom. One of the new soldiers, one of my favorite soldiers, you know, Brother Karash in the building, Shalom, King. Soldier Sanctuary, Shalom. All right, Yediah. Sister Yediah, Shalom. Got the brother Yaquab on the scene, Shalom, King.
Shalom, Adawan. Shalom, Ad. All praises.
Your mic is busting right now. I'm gonna cut it down a little bit.
It's loud.
Man, his mic sound fine. That's what your mic sound like. That's what my mic sound like. Don't turn that man down.
Okay.
Hey, turn me up in the booth.
And then they be turned down when you watch the lesson again.
Okay. All right. I got you. I put it back. But yo, yours didn't sound like his. He came in sounding like that. Going.
It's just because you're not used to hearing him. That's all.
Hey, Judah. Hey, I got it on tape record. Judah is trying to silence my mic, man. Judah is trying to silence my mic, man.
Gate.
Hey, man, this brother sound like Mr. Clark with the megaphone, man. All right. Hey, John Allen, Shalom. Captain is right from the Alabama camp. Shalom, King. All right. The brother Josiah, Shalom out of Alabama. First Tribe son, Jazz G. Malak Yawasap, Shalom. All right. Soldier Rodney, Shalom, King. The new soldier out of North Carolina, man. Shalom, King Soldier Holy. All right. Francisca Taylor. Shalom, sis. The brother Ezra in the building. Shalom. Sister Bayla, Trey Lindsay, Eurobond, Tazawan. Shalom. All right. The brother Soldier Shemaiah. Shalom. Sister Jahaziel. Shalom. Kid Famous, Terrence Bolden, and Mariah. Shalom, and the brother Sakor on the scene. Shalom, man. All right, so today's class is called The Public Lynching of Our Entertainers by the JewISH. The Public Lynching of Our Entertainers by the JewISH. All right. The brother I don't want Yaquab, I don't want Eliel got some things they put together. I want to say one thing before we get started. One thing.
We'd also talk about the donations too.
Yeah, man. Don't be close-fisted with the camp, man. All right. We put in work putting in these classes for y'all every week. All right. And it costs money to run this camp. What you see on the screen right now, this system that we use to go live costs money. You see what I'm saying? Everything costs money. We bring more soldiers in. All of that stuff costs money. The signs that you see at camp when you walk up to the camp spot where you found out you was an Israelite at, right? That's for any camp, but you know what I'm saying? If you walked up on us, those cost money. The flyers that you got, those cost money. Everything costs money, man. The chairs that the sisters sit in cost money. The awning that the sisters send up that costs money. The waters that you ask brothers for in the sun, that costs money.
That's right.
All right. So, hey, man, help the movement, man, because this is going into what I was saying, right? Hey, the real Graham, shalom.
Hey,
right?
and also in reference to the donations, if you have donations, YouTube, they take a lot of our donations and stuff like that. So if you could send them to the CashApp, Sons of Thunder Israelites. But if you have to send them through YouTube, we appreciate that as well. Just like Brother Rodney Stevens said, Brother Rodney for your generous donation. All right. That's all I wanted to say in reference to that. But go ahead, Judah. I'm gonna carry on, and then we're gonna go ahead and get started.
So everybody knows a great awakening going on, right? I ain't seen it since I've been in the truth, where the truth has been on such a grand scale. I haven't seen it. Like I said, there's been people in the truth longer than me. You know what I'm saying? There's elders that I know that's been in the truth since the 80s, right? They might have seen something like this before. I don't know, right? Be careful. All right, and we probably gonna do a class on this on Thursday on what to do and what not to do during this great awakening. But I want to say this now: be careful what you putting out there on your social media platforms. You got a lot of super righteous, over righteous people. As soon as somebody comes into the truth, you want to doggone, you want to critique their every move. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Discouraging people off the rip. Yo, listen, you acting like you was perfect when you first came into the truth. And want nobody watching your life with a magnifying glass, looking at everything you do and then critiquing it. Nobody was doing that because don't nobody know you. Okay? So Kanye, he might not be doing everything perfect. Kyrie might not be doing everything perfect. All right? But you see what's going on. You see what's happening. Be careful. You can't bash us. Always wanting to bash somebody can't. Guess what? The camps push the truth too. I know you got a different way of doing it. That's cool. Be careful what you put out there. That's just being smart. All right? Let's be smart during this great awakening that's happening. I wanted to put that out there because I was just on my spirit. You don't have to be a super brew and super Israelite. You got to critique everybody. Nobody knows you. You was not, your life won't look that with a magnifying glass, like some of these celebrities that's coming in. So be merciful. That's all right. That's all I wanted to say going into it. So I'll yield to the brothers, man.
You want to say anything, Yaquab? Since this was kind of, this was kind of Yaquab's idea in a way.
Hey, I do want to let me back off what Judah said, right? Because it's important, man. You don't have to change who you are now because the truth is blowing up now and celebrities is doing like Judah said, you becoming this super brew and you extra deep now, and now you going and telling everybody, I told you niggas. You don't got to be that, man. All you got to do is continue to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments and be the light to the people, right? Because now that the word is out, hey, now your actions are going to be looked at. Because it's one thing to just say you're an Israelite, but after a few months, weeks, years, whatever the case may be, now it's your actions. What will your actions do now? Right? And Most High say he's going to weigh your actions, man. So we got to continue to move in a proper manner, in a proper spirit as we go forward in this walk, man. Because, hey, Judah said something heavy. This elder's been in this thing 30 years. Imagine that. We got to wait another 30 years. Our Lord willing, we don't. I can't see, what would that be? 2052? Really, 2053? I can't see that. I cannot fathom that. I can't. I just can't. Right? I cannot fathom 2053. I don't want. That just don't make sense to me, right? But hey, if that time comes, and we gotta endure it, no matter what, no matter what. And just like what these celebrities going through on a public stand, guess what? We got to go through it on a day-to-day stance. That's why they got us in what they got the Southern Poverty
Yeah,
Law Center,
Southern
right?
Poverty Law Center.
The Israelites that's been teaching on the streets have been going through public lynching, man. That's why you got Christian apologetics coming at us. You got the black churches coming at us, right? But now when a celebrity says that, you see it face on that what we saying is really the truth, man. And we really got Yahweh by Shem Yahushua behind us, man. Right? So if you got somebody want to let you go and then we can jump into it.
Hey, so look, as usual, you know what I'm saying? Once again, we want to give all honor, praise, and glory to the Most High Yahweh by Shem Yahushua, right? You all know why we're doing this class. There's been a lot of public lynching going on of our brothers, especially Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
I was gonna do this class on the secret relationship between blacks and the JewISH people, right? But which is a book that the Nation of Islam basically made. You know what I'm saying? It's got a lot of good information in it, and I actually have it here. We're gonna pull it up and we're gonna read some things from
We
it,
got
right?
to
show you guys exactly how these people work, right? But aside from that, we have some clips. You know what I'm saying? From people in the industry that know people in the industry. A man named Farrakhan. You know, that's worked hand in hand with certain brothers and sisters, right? Like certain brothers and sisters like the ones that we see that are actually doing the public lynching right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Certain brothers and sisters like Shaq and LeBron James and you know, like all type of different people he's gonna mention, right? But bottom line is what the brother does is he explains that they allow you to get rich, right? They put you in a certain prominent position. And once they get you in this prominent position, they get you around all these other people, these so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American people that are also in these prominent positions, right? Y'all all get rich. They might even introduce you to the white woman, right? When they bring you around these parties and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And in these parties, it's a certain mindset that they teach you to have. And there's always a certain type of person at the head of these parties or that run these parties, right? It's always the Jewish people. And they say that within these organizations or within these parties, rather, they might give you your publicist. You might get your new manager out of these conversations. You might get your new lawyer out of these conversations, whatever it is, right? And they all end up being Jewish people. He's going to tell you certain people like Shaq that have certain relations with Jewish people, right? Which is why whenever an NBA player or somebody in the Black community that Shaq has a relationship says something anti-Semitic, he's always somebody that they throw out there to say something, right? Same thing with Jay-Z or Diddy or whatever have you, right? So yeah. I'm gonna let the clip play.
Hey, before you play that clip,
throw it out there, you know what I'm saying, to give you guys a little bit while we're doing the class. It's not just because of what's going on with Kyrie, but it's something that's been happening for a very long time with our people. You know what I'm saying? It goes back very far. In the 90s, it was Russell Simmons. I know Whoopi Goldberg went through it for a little bit. It's a lot of different people. Harry Belafonte, right? All different types of folks from way back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Have gone through this situation with these people that Kanye originally started to bring up, right? It goes back to the music industry and the comedy industry, whatever it might be. They run all of that. Jazz, you know what I'm saying? Television. So go ahead, Yakwa.
Hey, and two, right? Because our people be the main. That's why the so-called Black, Latino, Native American is the epitome of the crab in the buckets, man. Can't nobody get up in our community and say something that's right, say something that makes sense, or nowadays even post nothing without somebody, our people just bringing them down into the bucket, man. And the white man don't have to do it no more. I think we got a clip on that. Our own people will do it for you. We'll make the public example for our people. Shaq will go on the live television and call the man an idiot for posting a movie and a book.
Hey, was Shaq an idiot for this?
I'm glad you did that.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Was Charles an idiot for this?
Yes.
Is LeBron an idiot for this?
Yes.
No, they're not. No, you know why? It was because it was for the almighty dollar, brother. You do anything for the dollar, brother. You can be a 7-foot man in a dress.
No. Because Judah, you know what's cold? The video that we're gonna play in a minute, right? Farrakhan's gonna explain this happened to them on purpose by their Jewish publicists, by their Jewish promoters, they managers, all of that stuff, right? This is a progressive commercial at the bottom with LeBron. This was put on national television, ran during the Super Bowl. Feel what I'm saying? This is a commercial everybody in the world saw. He's in a dress, right?
Hey.
If he ever is to say anything to go against them, they have things that they can use against him, right? Same thing with Shaq.
Hey,
this video is of Shaq, like, you know, straight boule cooning and stuff, like straight up raccooning. He's got the ring on, letting you know he's got another job. That's part of another job. You know, that's my other job.
Oh yeah.
AKA, I'm a gatekeeper, right? I do whatever they say, and they pay me well for it. Farrakhan's going to explain that the way Shaq is getting his money, he's almost a billionaire now for people that didn't know.
Right.
Shaq's got his money because he's got a Jewish man that's teaching him how to make the bread. Farrakhan's going to explain that Oprah, she got her billions. You know why she ain't never give any of them to the black community? Because ain't that what people say all the time? Right? Back when she was the only billionaire we had, really, I used to hear folks say all the time, if Oprah just give us one of her billions, we'd be straight. We could do all type of stuff with it. The reason it never happened is because she was showed the way by a Jewish man, right? So these are things that are going to be brought out in a second. But I just wanted to put this up there because, like, yo, why ain't nobody talk about these things when they came out? Why was it normal to see LeBron big O's almost 7 foot behind in a damn dress in the progressive?
This man got a dress and mascara on.
Nobody thought even, and a white girl wig.
And Charles got titties.
Yo, this is look how buff he is in that dress,
got
man.
a freaking bra on, bro, and a full makeup.
They gave him the Medea syndrome.
He got
and you got Braun as the progressive woman, man. This is our people is a joke, like but hey, Akim, these are the leaders, though.
Right.
These men we looking at are the leaders of the so-called black community. And by the way, Charles Barkley's daughter is married to a Jewish man.
Sure is.
Oh.
This is
Charles Barkley's daughter is married to a Jewish man.
I didn't know that.
Yep. He said he was offended because of that. He was offended at what Kyrie did.
Come on, man.
Okay.
But when does that? Go ahead, Judah.
We can't let him get away though, because we all seen the picture.
Farrakhan gonna put it out there.
We all seen the picture of Shaq and ISUPK.
Yeah.
Now you know them brothers told him who he was.
Of course.
And you know he remembered that conversation. That's why he got a coon so hard, man. Go ahead.
All right, so
fair use too. Fair use.
Oh, yeah. Of course, always, you know what I'm saying? We're going to use this with fair use. But I want you guys to listen carefully to what Farrakhan says, right? I'm going to bring out some precepts as it comes out with certain things, too, with this part. But, and then we got a very special video that's kind of going to go with this, right? To prove to you exactly that there's no new thing under the sun. Slave master has a certain way of making our people do the dirty work for him, right? So we're going to let Farrakhan explain how the plan back in the day used to be to just let us die broke, right? You can look at Michael Jackson, arguably the greatest performer ever, right? Greatest musician ever. James Brown, all these brothers, right? Both have huge catalogs, both made tons of money according to their catalogs, but they were asset rich, cash poor. When they died, they had nothing to pass to their family. They had to fight over their assets, right? In which case, most of the assets was taken over by the people who owned the assets, right? So he's going to explain, well, I don't know how deep he's going to go into it. Well, he's not really going to go into it. He kind of stopped talking because he said that it was too many things he wanted to talk about. But he's going to hint that the reason they took Michael out is because he wouldn't give him he wouldn't give him Neverland, and because he bought Elvis's discography, right? So that put him in a situation where he had all these assets. If he would have been able to liquidate those as he was trying to do before he died, he would have been a billionaire, right? But there was still a Jewish man or Jewish families that owned these assets because they were still tied up with the record companies and stuff. They made sure that he wasn't able to liquidate the assets. He said that when Michael needed money, because he had assets, he would have a Jewish man that would come and lend him the money, right? The scriptures talk about us always being lended to, no matter how much money we have, right? We're going to bring that out. It's a curse in Deuteronomy chapter 28. I think it's verse 43. 43 or 44, one of them. So it's like, we got to understand this being a curse. He's telling you what happened to Michael. Michael had a bunch of money, wasn't even able to really spend it. He had to ask for money every time he needed some cash. Right? Same thing with Whitney Houston. Same thing with James Brown. It's not until, that's why you see all these artists now talking about independence and how most people got these 360 deals and all this other stuff. Because they know majority of the artists that we know that's real big, they died without any money.
That's right.
Right? And Kanye was talking about that. So let's go ahead and get into the video. Got anything else you want to say? Any of y'all?
I'll bring it out.
All right, let's get it. Y'all hit the like button when y'all come in the building, Baba Kusha. Let's go.
Of our entertainers, see, we have the talent.
Let me start it over.
All of our entertainers, see, we have the talent.
Hey, can y'all hear the video?
Come.
All right.
They have the expertise. They attach themselves to our talent. They are
Ain't that what Leor said? Huh? In that Breakfast Club interview?
Yeah.
When they asked Leor, like, what's the deal? Why you keep, using our people and stuff? He made it seem like it's the talent. He can't walk away from talent. He'll see this kid in a messed up area. He's blowing up because the area is supporting him. He's going to look at that as talent, right?
Yeah.
Not as exploitation. No, not as I could use this kid and exploit him, right? All that stuff he's talking about. I could use that to make money because I got a family to feed. That's what he said at the end, right? When his truth came out. But his point was that, or what he wanted you to hear, what he wanted you to get out of it, what the coons are going to hear was he's just helping the kid progress his talent, right? Showcase his talent to the world. Really, he's giving himself an opportunity to use this kid's talent to make this kid feel like he's got money, but really he's going to pay himself using this kid's talent.
Hey, that's exactly right, Adawan. So basically, that Jewish man, he's going to, from that young so-called black man, woman, or child, right? He's going to make generational wealth for him and his family.
Right.
And buy this dude a chain, a car, and some prop money and guns, prop guns, so he can shoot a video and get hot and get a couple million views just so he can stunt in that same hood that he in. Yeah. But meanwhile, this Jewish man, he got a plan to make generational wealth to set him and his family up behind us. And our people don't see that. I don't want to say this all the time. If the NBA players just took themselves out of the NBA and started their own league, it's unbelievable.
They got the money to do it. You know what it is? It's what he just said. The expertise.
It's exactly what he just said. The expertise.
The expertise.
Don't nobody want to do it.
They make sure that they don't teach us how to do it. They don't have it in schooling. They don't have none of that stuff, right? When you do get in a specific field, they make sure you flunk out of it so that you don't get the expertise. If you do end up passing through that field, they make sure that you never get to a prominent position to be able to change anything and help anybody out that you need to, right? You're just stuck in the rat race basically with it. So it's like now when you do see brothers and sisters that step up, anytime you see one of them do it, it's only one or two of us that try to do something. And we always get thrown under the bus. That's the public lynching, right? So they do things to make you not want to do it. What happened? Ice Cube started a league, right? It ain't blew up yet. He's Ice Cube. They're like, damn, if Ice Cube can't do it, he got celebrities that was in the league. I ain't gonna be able to do it. Because he's not getting support from the NBA. He's not getting support from people that watch the NBA. Brothers still watching the NBA. They ain't watching Ice Cube's league. You know what I'm saying? Drake got a league. Right? There's people that got leagues. Drake still had to associate himself with the NBA to get his league to be, what it is now. That's part of the reason why he got with the Raptors, to make his league to grow his league. Y'all ain't know that? It still ain't grow to where he wanted to go. He had to become a damn part owner of the Raptors to make his basketball dream come true. He had to buy into their thing because they wouldn't buy into his, and his people didn't buy into his either.
Hey, I don't. And now you got him talking about, hey, Kanye, don't mention me in none of that, man. Don't mention me in none of that.
Well, Drake mom is Jewish.
Yeah.
Drake producer is Jewish. Drake DJ is Jewish. Drake's head of A&R at OVO is Jewish. His manager is Jewish, right? So Drake came into the game with a whole Jewish team. Yeah. The only people part of his team that's Jake is his daddy and Jay Prince in them. And we know what's going on with them.
Yeah. His ghostwriter.
Yeah. And his ghostwriters, right. So that's it. But all the people with expertise on his team, it's the JewISH man. These are things you can look up. Everybody on Drake's team is Jewish. That's why he ain't got nothing to say.
Hey, I don't want, and that's the pure definition of the public lynching. The slaves had the expert teeth and the strength, right? Right. The skill actually, so like the slaves had the skills and the strength, and the slave masters had the expert teeth on how to get you over here, how to make you a house Negro, to make you hate your own people. They had the expertise in doing that, man. So now when somebody steps up and says, what happened when the slave tried to escape the slave, the plantation?
We got that foot chopped off as a doggone sign.
Hey, foot chopped off, hung publicly, beat publicly. Now, but today you got the modern lynching.
Now they let you do it.
Hey, let you say something, I don't want. Let you say something about you a Jew. You could be anything else. Damn it, you could be a woman if you want to. A man can be a woman right now. A 6-year-old woman right now if he want to. A grown man. But let you come out and say you a Jew.
A grown man.
You're going to get publicly lynched. There you go right there.
A grown man.
Modern day lynching by your own people. Your own people is going to be the one with the whip hitting you in the back. Didn't Master say don't do that? Don't you know Master is Jewish?
What's the dude from Roots, Chicken George?
Oh yeah.
Now they Chicken George. You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly what it is. Hey, and that's what they telling. Hey, that's what they telling Kyrie too. Hey, what's your name, Kyrie? And he trying to say Kyrie, Kuta Kent. No.
And they got boy. Shaq big old behind whooping him.
Yeah, it's Toby, boy. Say
they
sorry.
Got Shaq choking him. Nigga, your name Toby. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be what they tell you to be. Look, we got an answer for what this idiot's saying. You know why he's so strong with it? His boss told him to do that. You know who his boss is? The guy that's giving him this money. The guy that he got that water contract with. The guy that he got that, damn near all his businesses. What's that franchise he got right now? It's a franchise.
Guys, but I know you're talking about.
Yeah, whatever franchise Shaq got. It's a JewISH man that helped him get that partnership. Well, that JewISH man probably said, if you don't stand up and stop Kyrie from what he's doing, I'm going to cut ties with you, Shaq. Because it was your theater that let that video go down. Y'all know that, right?
Yep.
Shaq's theater is who allowed the video to be seen.
Yep.
The brother Ron said that. He was happy about it. That's when everybody thought Shaq's in the truth. He let Ron Dalton shoot the video at his theater.
Hey, yo, I don't want. But hey, check this out though, right? Ron Dalton was smart for that because Shaq came out there cooling and he was like, well, I mean, shoot, you know, I permitted at his theater, so you know.
It's crazy. Hey, and then you got to look at the NBA too. Adam Silver, that's a JewISH man.
Yes, it is.
David Stern, previously, that's a JewISH man.
Why is their commissioners keep being Jewish? Don't that mean that the owners have to have some type of ties with this community?
Of course. That's why you got LeBron cooning.
The commissioner runs the owners, right? The owners answer to the commissioner in the NFL and the NBA. That's why Roger Goodell, when he was going through that thing with the players, the owners wasn't on the player side, and the players had to start a players union because the commissioner runs the owners in these leagues. Why the commissioners has always got ties to Jewish people? Before Roger Goodell, I don't think Roger Goodell is Jewish, but his wife has ties to them. And before him, the man was a Jewish guy. Even the NFL is run the same way, same type of ties. A lot of these owners in the NFL got Jewish ancestors.
Definitely
In the NBA, it's just that the head guy, the top, white man in charge, head cracker, is the Jewish man.
While you're talking, I want y'all to keep talking on that subject. But while you're talking, I'm just going to show an image. I'm just not going to have no sound. I just want to back up what they're saying. Right? Look at this.
Oh yeah, of course.
Look at this.
You see this, right? Now this is done to show gratitude to the man right here, right? Because I'm sure you guys have seen all the pictures. He makes multiple appearances, a couple years. He's had multiple appearances with these people where he's gone and let them show their gratitude to him for doing something.
Yep.
I've now come to the conclusion, it's just my opinion, right? Every time he's around them, they're thanking him for some type of lynching he did to a brother. Like, the thing that's going on with Kyrie ain't the first time that LeBron has been publicly asked to say something about somebody. Anytime something happens in the NBA, he's the one that they call on for something.
Yeah.
Hey, and it was said that Barack Obama and another head black person and Michael Jordan sat down with LeBron when something of a big nature was going on and told him just keep playing basketball.
Oh, Trump told him shut up and dribble.
Yeah, just shut up and dribble.
So we got mad when the Edomite lady said it, but our people said it too.
So it is, man. Let me get back to this video. Let's see what the rest of Farrakhan said, man. Because we was only 13 seconds in, and we was able to speak that long. So just listen to what the man said.
Managers, the agents, and they.
Let me rewind it so y'all get the gist.
They have the expertise. They attach themselves to our talent. They are the managers, the agents, and they are the accountants. And that's why our black artists loved fame and got fame, but died poor because somebody else got their money, sent their children to the finest schools, and are able to continue to rule while you pass on nothing to your children but the legacy of your fame.
Right? Ain't that what happens? Brothers just be happy to be famous. Right? Don't got no bread. You was able to live a life. You went to the club, you party, all that type of stuff. Now you got no money to show for it. You happy with just people knowing your name when you go out. You know what I'm saying? But that's how they teach us to be. They teach us to be okay with that, or that's how it used to be. Now they've changed the narrative, right? Now they teach you to chase the bag. So that when you get the bag, they could dangle it in front of your face if you do something, or if they want you to do something that you don't want to do.
Hey, I don't want. He just said something cold though. How is it that you can be a Michael Jackson, you can be a Prince?
Oh, he about to name some people.
Right.
He about to name some people.
Right, but you can be a multi-millionaire. But he just said something, right? He said you get all this fame, but you die broke. How is that, right? I seen a video a long time ago about the bootleg, like something that you had brought up before. And it said that, and they use Shaquille O'Neal as an example. They say Shaq knows that if he tries to pull his money out of them banks, he will die. How is that?
He is probably threatened.
This is amazing. How do
he
you
is 7 foot softy?
Bro.
His daddy in the military. We know he know how to shoot guns.
Mm-hmm.
He got private security, and he looked like a damn private security guard. He got police training because he's a freaking citizens arrester, right?
Yep.
He know how to fight. He can fight back. He got enough money to get a whole Assassin's Creed army trained and hired to protect his behind. But brothers don't ever want to step against master.
Hey, watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Look at this.
Why they ain't kill Kanye yet? Wait, hold on. Hold up. Wait. If he gonna die if he pull the money out the bank, why ain't Kanye dead?
They gave him his money back.
They ain't give him his money. Some of it got held. Some of it is, that they ain't give it to him though.
I'm sure.
And he's still talking. Why he ain't get killed yet? Right? It's not as easy as y'all think. Brothers just scared. They know how to scare you. What scare you is, wait, so I could be a billionaire one day and now I could be worth 400 million the next? Damn. No, I don't want that to happen to me. That's what they scared of.
Right.
It ain't really them losing their life. That's a lie.
Right.
Because if you die and you said something quote unquote anti-Semitic and you die after that, who ain't everybody gonna know who killed you?
Of course.
So they ain't stupid. That's how these people stay in the situation they in. They're not dumb. They're not gonna kill Kyrie for talking. That's why I said I'm just gonna retire. Kyrie is about to try what them other dudes haven't done yet. He's about to try to be the free black man. The same thing Kanye doing. It's two of them. We're gonna see who else gonna follow now. Right?
And that's the public lynching right there. You make them quit. Hey, hold on real quick. Hold on. Before we go on, let me see something real quick.
Go ahead.
Hold on real quick. Hey, Judah, can you give me Proverbs 13 and 22?
You got brothers doing this. Why is he a con artist? What did he do?
That's what I was trying to show you. You said don't be mad at Jewish success.
Oh, you one of them people.
Yeah.
You a Jewish man?
Hey.
Chosen one in a kilt, huh? Yeah.
Chosen one in a dress.
The chosen people don't wear dresses, friend. It's against our culture. It actually tells us in Deuteronomy 22 not to put a kilt on. You duck monkey.
That's right. Hey, look at this now. Now, Kyrie is supposed to be on the verge of retiring, but there is really a forced retirement because they're holding him to stipulations that he doesn't want to do.
Hey, hold on a second. Before you continue, Kyrie can't be Boule because he posted Hebrews to Negroes.
I was about to say, there's no way.
They would not allow him to do that. You know who's Boule? The man that said, now we got to answer for what this nigga done did. Who's he answering to? The people that run the Boule. Okay? The Boule is the gatekeepers. Kyrie obviously isn't answering to them because Shaq told us that on national television. Okay? So stop the crap, you guys. Go ahead, Ak.
Right. Hey, facts, right? and
use your brains.
If Kyrie does retire, if he has to retire for what he's doing, Kyrie is about to lose out 4 years, $130 million. That's this contract he just signed. $130 million. They about to they're trying to force because he don't want to do it. He don't want to apologize and go meet with your Jewish leaders. You chosen one in a dress, right? That's your name. Chosen one in a dress. You don't want to meet with your Jewish leaders, your new Messiah that you got, right? Out there in Israel. He don't want to meet with these people. He don't want to talk with y'all, man. What y'all trying to force. See, look, and look at the boldness of the Jewish man. This might be a scoffer too to take away the word. He will apologize. He will apologize. He talking about good one Cushite, right? Look at it. He just silly, man. What? That good one Edomite, right?
You and your wife have dresses on in the picture.
That's a damn shame.
It was a good one because the chosen people ain't supposed to have on a damn dress.
You and your wife got on a dress.
If we have no Ethiopian in us,
none.
I've never been to Abyssinia. I could barely damn pronounce
it. But hey, that's the Edomite trying to take away the word, right?
It's all good.
Yeah, but that's heavy though, man.
I'm gonna take his soul away when we let the video play again.
This is heavy, man. They are literally publicly lynching Kyrie right now. They're gonna make him give up that 130. Say sorry for posting a movie, or give up 130 million in 4 years.
Heavy, man. He worth 90 mil, bro. He could put his money in a couple of investments and he could get that money back without playing no basketball. And I'm sure he knows this.
Hey, yeah, this got to be a scoff. He said real Jews are smart and useful. You or neither. Guess what? We're smart enough to wear pants while our wives wear dresses.
Real Jews are smart enough not to try to connect their sideburns to their face.
Hey, real Jews know that the pedigree comes from the father and not the mother.
Yeah.
Real Jews know there's no such thing as kosher pig.
Nah, guys, y'all know they
kosher
pedigree is
cigarette.
different. Because Edomite women lay eggs. Y'all ain't heard that before?
What?
Yeah. they a little different. That's what I heard. All right, let's get back to Farrakhan.
Let's do it.
But today they've
He was like a Slytherin because he seen the Edomite come in. That's what that was.
developed a new strategy. Let's make our Negroes rich. A new strategy. The old strategy was let them die broke. Or they take you, you know, when you first start singing, you're in what they call the chitlin circuit. Y'all know about that? And then
for you young folks, that's like the underground. You know what I'm saying? When nobody know about you.
As you get famous in the chitlin circuit, they finally put you in a supper club and you cross over and you get new management, you know, and then they take you to after parties and you
like I seen this happen firsthand. Y'all heard of Big Crit?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You know, that brother is just now starting to kind of show his knowledge and wokeness or whatever now, right? He wasn't able to do that for a long time because he was signed to Def Jam. Before he got signed to Def Jam, he lived in Lawrenceville. You know what I'm saying? Lawrenceville, Georgia. And my pops knew his first manager. We used to go to the studio and see him record and stuff all the time. I got his first 5 mixtapes from when he first started. Used to play him in my CD player. I helped, you know, I was at Kids Are Kids playing his music and stuff. Used to go to the studio and all that type of stuff, right? So Big Crit, when he gets to a certain level, the city gets around him in Georgia, Mississippi's around him. He goes to Texas, Houston for a little bit, and comes back with a whole new management team. Because the people told him at Def Jam, you're not going to be able to get in with this manager. You got to drop this black dude, and we got to get you with this other guy. And we'll give you the record deal and everything. You got to do whatever he say in this, that, and third. You know what I'm saying? And that's basically how he ended up out there. So that's the situation, right? That's the situation right there. That's literally firsthand. I got to see it. They'll take you from the group you started with that genuinely has your best interest at heart. The people that's gonna be looking out for you when it comes to the contract, and not just gonna be looking at, you know, okay, you might make it, you famous or whatever, right? And it's a situation where it's like now they make you get with this other dude. You don't really know this guy that well. He's a pasty-faced white guy, long stringy beard. You know what I'm saying? Probably smells like mothballs, because that's what all them Jewish people smell like. And you gotta let this man, you have to trust him, let him be the guy that's gonna be taking care of your contracts, writing everything up for you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta trust that he has your best interest at heart. You don't know nothing about him.
Yeah.
And then you end up locking yourself into a 4 to 7 year contract with this guy. Right? 4 to 7 years later, you come out with 2 albums, and you only got 156,000 followers on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? That's what ends up happening. And your whole team is gone. You locked yourself, you lost 7 years, and any money you made is basically tied up. They've been getting paid off of it. They get royalties every time your song gets played in the club, and you get whatever little pennies come after that. When it stops being played, you stop getting the money. But if it's on like YouTube Music or Spotify or something like that, every time it gets played on somebody's radio, their own phone or something, them Jewish people is getting the royalties for that, while you get none of that. You don't own the publishing. You don't own the masters, right? So they continue to get paid off your stuff. You don't. That's how it works. And it's all because they basically made you step into the game with this whole new team, right? They took you to these parties making you think it was going to go a certain way. And then you ain't realized the way it is until after you got into the game and you're already tied up in the contract. Now you got to do what they say. So I just wanted to point that out.
Meet beautiful white girl. Did I say something wrong? And the next thing you know, you've ditched your black wife and have you a white one. And when you die, like poor Gary Coleman, there's a woman pulled the plug the first day.
Y'all remember what happened to Gary, right?
He died with no bread.
Gary Coleman, for those of y'all that don't know, is the short brother. What you talk about, Willis? Right? So Gary got pushed down the stairs by his white wife that the people in the industry made him get with. Right? She pushed him down the stairs in an argument. He hit his head and went into a coma. And a day after everybody found out, he was pronounced dead only because she pulled the plug. We don't know if he could have woke up. We don't know if he could have came back. You know what I'm saying? A lot of that happened to a lot of people. Leave him on life support for a little while. Most I just had him sleeping for a little bit. Had a nice little dream. They wake up. They was telling you that you know, they thought they was taking a nap or something. Or they'll tell you some crazy story. I saw Jesus, whatever it is, right? But people come back out of comas. People wake up. Gary could have woke back up, but she didn't even give him nothing but 24 hours. And he probably only got that much because it was televised on the news. He's Gary Coleman. Like, come on. So that's one person, right? Who's the brother that Kanye mentioned? Do y'all remember? Kanye said that it's a brother. It was a old recording artist. He mentioned his son. He said that his son, he was on the Breakfast Club. He said that his son he was going against some other Jewish person, like some other Jewish guy's kid for a role or something like that. And he ended up having to go off his dad's fame. He didn't get no money because his dad died broke. I forget who it was, like Louis Armstrong or something like that. I want to say that's who it was. But he said the brother basically died broke. His kid ended up trying to get parts in Hollywood and stuff like that. He's trying to go off the dad's name because he has no money to put towards any of the things that he's trying to do because he just died as the son of this guy. I think it was Louis Armstrong, if I'm not tripping. But anyway.
Don't stay. You might come back out. This nigga's worth more to me dead. Pull the plug.
That's what happened.
Poor Tiger. You know, he ain't black. You know, he's a Cablinasian.
A Cablasian. He said that wrong. Cablasian.
Yeah.
He said Cablinasian. Yeah.
Is the greatest ball player that ever did it, golfer. And the girl that he married was a nanny, I understand.
See, I didn't even know that because I was young when the Tiger Woods thing was happening. I didn't care. They had him get with a nanny, bro.
Crazy.
And then she beat his behind. But sleeping with somebody that wasn't a nanny. Multi-millionaire. It's a bunch of multi-millionaires that got multiple women. But nah, I'm the white nanny. You can't have another woman. I gave you kids. Right? Man got to run away in a car. But try not to get hit by it. One of those. So like, and Farrakhan about to put it out there. She got kids, and he's having trouble hitting the ball correctly now. Right?
I think he's retiring now.
Yeah, but she's also rich. She's a nanny, got no credentials. She's a multimillionaire the rest of her life. Just because they had her get with the black guy. And he was dumb enough to let it happen. Same thing with Dr. Dre, right? He's going through that right now. This happened before Dr. Dre's situation, but Dr. Dre is somebody that's in that situation now. He divorced his wife, just lost his whole billionaire status, lost half his whole wealth, right? Kanye lost his wealth for saying something anti-Semitic. Dr. Dre lost his billion by marrying the white woman and not keeping her happy, so she divorced him. She took $500 million. Yeah.
That's crazy.
It is, ain't it? I married you, you was broke, but you give $500 million, and my kids is basically grown.
Damn.
You see? But what Farrakhan's explaining is they set it up like that. You know what I mean? I'm gonna say Farrakhan is black, but I showed y'all that video, and that video I made that he said he's Jewish. So that's another reason why this is crazy. But anyway.
A nanny. Now his man making billions. And he married a nanny.
Oh, there he is. Farrakhan gotta be.
You don't even look. Hey, brothers on the street corners right now. Get out, brother.
Yeah, get.
That's the reason right there for get out, brother. Right there.
His son don't look nothing like him, yo.
Y'all think we buttholes for saying that, but we gotta tell brothers because there's nobody else telling them this. Their mom is happy when they come home with the blonde lady. She don't realize your son is an NFL player. He gonna be broke as soon as he get out the league. She's gonna divorce him, and she's gonna make sure he has 5 kids with her, so that she has a reason to take all the money with child support. Her fat, stinking, pig-looking behind. She ain't got no credentials. She just went to college to meet a black guy. She got her little business administration management degree so she could sit at home and have your kids. And then after she had your kids, she divorced you for your money and use your kids as the reason why she deserved to have it. Hello? But Farrakhan's explaining that's part of the plan. They made it like that. The reason why in the propaganda and the TV and everything, they was pushing the interracial marriage, like they pushing it right now for our kids to see, right? Along with the homosexual stuff, is because it's something that they wanted to happen. Mm-hmm. They want our young athletes and stuff like that, the people that they know is going to get some money, so when they get to that level, the only girl they want is the little blonde one. So that they could keep some of our wealth in their family. It's still a way for our money to circulate in their household.
Yep.
And then when they divorce you and they got control of the kids and the money, it's no more circulation for you.
Yeah.
Right? So it's all part of the plan.
And the poor fella now she's rich for the rest of her life with her beautiful mulatto children. And now he's struggling to hit the ball right.
Me too, brother. All praise.
You're crossing over now. Bless your heart. But the money goes back to them.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they have my brother, Russell Simmons. He wrote a beautiful piece on Black-Jewish relations. And I'm here to tell you No black man or woman becomes a multi-millionaire without friendship in the Jewish community.
Yeah, that's a heavy statement.
Do y'all hear that?
I'll prove it in a minute.
He said he gonna prove it in a minute, but do y'all hear the statement? No black man, I'm gonna take it a step further. No black, Hispanic, Native American man becomes a multimillionaire, billionaire in our community, in the celebrity community, in any community, without help from a Jewish man. That's what it is. So why you think it's such a big deal when one of our people that got the money says something against the Jewish man? The Jewish man feels entitled. You can't say that about me. I gave you what you got.
Yeah.
And I could take it back. Right? That's why the NBA is not no more the National Basketball Association. It's Negroes better apologize. Because we gave you the money. If you say something, we gonna make your brothers do it for us. We ain't even gotta say nothing to you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put out the first statement as master, right? If you disobey what I say, I'm gonna make the slave whoop your ass.
Every time. Hey, without a doubt, they coming too, willingly too. They want to nowadays.
Yeah. And what happened? The owner of the Nets put out the statement. They give Kyrie a chance to answer it in the press conference. Kyrie said, "Nope, I got an army behind me. I'm gonna stand on what I believe in." Right?
Hey,
Learn
I
quick.
want to put this out there for everybody to look for. KD just had a chance to do exactly what LeBron did.
Yeah.
KD was like, "Yo, I don't got nothing to do with that.
I want to just play basketball.
Yo, I don't
just
got
play
nothing to do
basketball.
with y'all." Hey, so now they're gonna be like, "Well, I feel like they're gonna be like, yo, KD didn't denounce the anti-Semitic."
Nah, they can't do that because KD did the smart thing. KD did what was supposed to be done, and that's what I kind of like about the situation because you kind of can see who's with the stuff and who ain't with it, right? The brothers that's still not trying to put their pockets on the line because KD said that not to put his pockets on the line, but he's still showing that he don't agree with what they're doing with Kyrie without saying it. It was subliminal, right? But even that, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, that could be looked at negatively and it could hurt the brother at some point. Yeah, it can't. You know what I'm saying?
We'll see what happens.
We will. But listen to him. He about to get deep. He about to tell you some things, right? That some of y'all probably thought about, why this person ain't never help us out. They got money. This person took pictures with the Israelites. Why they ain't never did anything at Canaan camp or anything like that? Why he called Kyrie an idiot? You know what I'm saying? If he letting brothers shoot the video at the theater that he's part owner of and all this other stuff, right? Like you're about to find out why that type of stuff happens. He's about to tell you who they have connections with. Why you see videos of LeBron walking through these Jewish synagogues and stuff like that. He the only nigga in there, him and his security. That's it. He's walking around there with his glasses on, standing up tall, like he's happy to be the only Moreno in there, right? They like that. They make it feel like it's some type of special privilege to be like amongst them if you're of our people. And they tell you different things, how to get wealthy, how to make money, how to do this, how to do that, right? What type of things to invest in. And you think you're getting some type of special privilege, but then they use that against you when it's time for something like this to happen. So check it out.
Did you know? I'll get back to, oh Lord, there's so much to give you, but I can't do it all. Did you know that nearly all prominent Negro actors and musicians have or had Jewish sponsors and managers? Florence Mills, Ethel Waters, Paul Robeson, Duke Ellington, Cap Calloway, Adelaide Hall, Valeda Snow, Bojangles, Hattie McDaniel, Stephen Fetchit, Rochester, Chilton and Thomas, and
I know Stephen Fetchit wasn't what y'all used to think it was. That group. Anyway.
Mills Brothers, the Ink Spots, just keep naming. See, so they have a way of attacking.
Brothers used to be so, the Jewish man had a hand wrap around your neck. They made us have a group, and they made the brothers call themselves Step and Fetch It, bro.
Yo,
You can't make
they
this up.
slapped it right in the face. They put it right in their face. Step and fetch it. God.
Yeah. I'll
Damn.
pay you this much money. This what your name gonna be. Go look it up. Jug is crazy, man.
Attaching themselves to your gifts, but you get nothing.
But a chain.
That's it. And they writing that chain off. Hey,
Yeah.
the Jewish man is writing that chain off to costumes. That's a tax write-off.
It's
Costumes.
a tax write-off.
That grill you want, costumes, man. That's it. That's the tax write-off, man. That was a donation.
You got to pay it back. The government paid him back. When you pay it back, it's just interest for him letting you get it. You paid him twice. He do like the credit card companies do. They have a collection company hit you up after they done already got paid by the tax write-off. It's already in paper. They're already gonna get it. When you pay them back, it's extra money. Same thing, right? This is that situation here. He's telling you that they putting you in. And guess who came up with the credit game? It was one Jewish man that helped them fund Wall Street. I might show y'all that tonight. They are in control of this thing, bro. Earth has been given to the hands of the wicked.
From the top to the bottom, I don't.
Which Edomite is more wicked than Amalek? Ain't he the worst one? Besides Esau himself? So, I mean,
They get it all. Now they've decided, we have to change this. New strategy. Our brother Russell Simmons is a multi-millionaire. He's a good brother. And
hey, somebody give me Luke chapter 16, verse 9 right quick.
He has great friendship with the Jewish people.
You say 16 and 9?
Yeah. Because you see, he's telling you that Russell got all this money because he's got great friendship with the Jewish people, right? He said,
a beautiful woman with a beautiful heart, a multi-billionaire. But there's a Jewish man that helped guide her career and make her who she is.
You see this? He's putting the facts out there. And this is verifiable information you could go look up. You could go look up the names of these people that he's talking about. Right? So I ain't going to put it out because I want everybody to be able to see this video. I don't know how YouTube going to handle that. So, but give me Luke chapter 16, verse 9. Because something that these brothers and sisters did that he's mentioning is something we're taught to do in the Bible, but the way that they're doing it isn't the correct way. It's not the way we was taught. We was taught to make ourselves friends of the mammon of unrighteousness, right? Mm-hmm. So that they accept us into everlasting habitations. So that if we fail, basically, they'll be there to help you get back up. But these friendships that you make, you're supposed to use these friendships and the resources you get from these friendships to build your people up, not just to keep it for yourself. Because when you just keep it for yourself, that's when they know you're not a threat to anything that they have going on. They can use you as a pawn at any time they want. Mm-hmm. When you show that you're not just working, like you're not going to work for them, you know what I'm saying? You're using them and their resources. One, they kind of respect you more. But two, it's certain things they going to know they can't do to you. There's certain things they know they can't do to Kanye now. They went through that whole stretch to try to shut him down. You don't even see Kanye on the news no more, right? Takeoff died, and now nobody talking about Kanye no more. In about 2 weeks, they ain't going to be talking about Kyrie no more. Something else going to happen. But he already apologized, so they don't have to stretch it like as far. They don't have to tarnish his name as much, right? But, I mean, now you see, they've already let go of the conversation of Kanye. They ain't trying to deal with him no more. Because now they see certain things they're not gonna be able to do. So we're just gonna cut ties with him. They ain't trying to kill him. Now Kanye's free to use his resources to help us. We could wake Kanye up all the way. He could start an Israelite record label. He could sign Israelite artists. He could compete with the Jewish record labels and the Jewish airways. We could start Israelite radio stations, whatever it is, right? We could put our money together and do something like that to compete with these people. If he could get some of these other folks that are in the industry to put their money together with him, right? That would be them using the mamoon of unrighteousness, using the mamoon, making themselves friends with it, not becoming the mamoon of unrighteousness, making themselves friends with it, right? So that if we fail, they don't really know what's going on. We could ask them for more help. They can help you build back up again, right? And then you could keep using the resources to help build your people. But our people ain't that cunning. We ain't thinking like that. You don't use your loyalty for your folks. You use your loyalty for the people that gave you the bag. Instead of using them for the bag they gave you to go back and help your people. That's what they do. That's what Kanye was saying he's jealous of, right? When a Jewish man get the bag, no matter who he got the bag from, he's going to go and take the bag back to the Jewish people. He's going to start a crowdfund and make sure that they all can put their money in it and they all get money together. The Jewish man going to give one of us money, make sure that we go do our own thing with it and tell us we can't go give it back to the community or they're going to take it back from us because they don't want you to bring it back. They don't want you to build up your people. They don't want you to start no crowdfund or nothing like that to make sure all of us get some bread. So that's the things that our folks need to be trying to do. That's what I hope Kyrie and Kanye is on the type of level of, right? Hopefully we could get Carmelo after he finished trying to win the ring or whatever, because I know that's why he ain't say nothing. But we might get some, because you know, Melo already said we the Israelites, we the Jews. They tried to press him on it. He said, I don't want to talk about that, and they left him alone so that it wouldn't gain traction. And now you notice they ain't talking to him at all about none of this stuff. They ain't asking him no questions about Kyrie. They asked him no questions about Kanye. They asked him none of that stuff. Carmelo, don't talk. Because we already heard what you said. If you say something, they're going to be on, you know, you're going to hype these people back up again. They're trying to let it die down now that Kyrie gave his fake apology, right? And told everybody he's going to retire. They're hoping they just let him do that. So go ahead and read the Luke 16, because I know we didn't read it, but.
Okay. You had some, Judah, real quick?
Oh, no, I would just say I had blocked this comment, but
yeah, I seen that, man.
Once again, y'all need to be careful about what y'all saying about these celebrities and they waking up. You want perfect, so relax, all right?
Yeah, man, y'all can't be mad at these people because they coming out saying things that's wrong at the beginning. You was doing that. Yeah. Some of you people couldn't pronounce your Habashai name. You calling them Yeshaya. You saying the Most High name is Ahia. Yeah. Yah. All this other crap. Some of y'all been in the game for a long time still saying stupid stuff like that.
And why would we say F Kanye when this man is a multi-millionaire who took a stand for however long it was?
Yeah.
Right? A lot of these dudes ain't willing to. You with your regular job are not willing to hit the street and be seen by your boss.
No, you're not.
He don't know everything and he's willing to put himself out there. I respect the man for that.
Come on, man.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Let's be real, man.
Hey, and we can't
shut you on the corner yet, Lil Mo.
No, I haven't. And we can't bar the kingdoms of heaven, man. When people come into the truth, they get covetous of it, and they don't want nobody else to have it. And then you start trying to bar everybody from the kingdom, and you can't be like that, man. This thing is for all Israel, man. Whether he take it serious or if he just saying it, he put it out there, right? And that's all we can respect at this point, man. Right? Because you can't do nothing against the truth, but for this thing, man. As soon as you said we the Jews, that was all for the truth.
Why you mad? Hebrews to Negroes, we don't agree with that 100%, but we ain't talking against the video. We happy people watching it.
That's a fact.
Because if the Most High want them to find more truth, they're going to find the camps that know what's going on after finding that video, like me and y'all did. Some of y'all came up off that video.
Facts. We really got to chill. Like he said, Don't the scripture say some people's gonna wake up in the 11th hour? Yeah. Some people been doing the work since the 70s. I came in at 17, and the Most High decided to come back tomorrow, and we both get the kingdom. We gonna get the same reward. So how can you even be covetous of something that's not even yours? we gotta bring ourselves down a notch a little bit. Just a little bit. Keto, right? What is that? Luke what?
16:9.
Okay, come on.
Okay,
go ahead, King.
Yeah, this is the book of Luke, chapter 16, verse 9. And I say unto you, make to yourselves friends of mammon of unrighteousness, that when ye fail, they may receive you into everlasting habitations.
So that's like make yourself friends with unrighteous wealth, with unrighteous gain, or people that have got unrighteous wealth, right? So that when you fail, they can receive you into everlasting habitations. When you fall, they can help you get back up, right? So that's the type of stuff that we were supposed to do. But it's not just supposed to be for you. That message from Luke wasn't like, that ain't just for you. You're supposed to use that knowledge that they gave you, that we really gave them, that was taken from us, but that knowledge that they gave you to build wealth in whatever circumstance or community that you're in, you're supposed to take that back to your people to help them do that. Make yourself friends. You gain their knowledge and you bring it back to your people to use it. You don't just use it amongst them. They already have the information. If you use it amongst them, you're just giving them back the information and the money that they gave you. Why not bring it back to your people? Let your people get some money too. Right? But he's explaining to you here why you'll never see that happen with these people. And these are the richest people in our communities. So.
Hey, Adam, I got a precept for you, or another precept too.
Yeah, go ahead. Get that. Get back to the video.
This is what happens with the rich people in our community. This is Sirach chapter 7. And I'm going to start at verse 18. It says, change not a friend for any good by no means. Shaq, Charles Barkley, Stephen A., Shannon Sharp, LeBron, all would have said, they is Kyrie friends. They love how Kyrie play. I'm cool with him. They might know his wife and his kids.
But nigga, you done messed up.
Hold on. Charles Barkley, you said the man need to be suspended. Do you know that when they suspended him, they suspended that brother without pay? So now for them 5 games minimum, he can't feed his family, Charles Barkley.
But didn't you just say you like his family and you love his family?
And that's exactly what that scripture goes into. You for that bread, for that money, for the fame of the unrighteous mammon, you're gonna change a friend. But Sirach told you change not a friend for any good, by no means, neither a faithful brother for the gold of Ophir, man. It says change not even a faithful brother. And Kyrie seems to be hey man, he want to do the work, and he speak on black injustice. He takes a stand for something. That sounds like a faithful brother to me.
It's a lot. Here's the problem with that, right? The reason why they don't look at all the things that he's doing, standing up for injustices and all that, is because they don't recollect with that. Because they've been famous and rich longer than they were broke. They were broke for 18 years of their life, got an NBA deal, played, retired, got a pension, got on TNT Network. Charles just signed a contract for $200 million, a 5-year extension. So they don't. They don't with that.
Gracious, I don't want to see that ugly, naked, Morad looking brother on TV for that long.
So they like, yo, that's y'all niggas getting shot in the street. That's y'all niggas not being the last hire, first fight. That's not us. Yeah. And we got to think about this. Is why the Bible say the money is the root or the love of money.
The love of money
of all evil.
There you have
right? Because you got to think about it on our level, a lower level. Before we came into the truth, whatever we was doing for money, we know brothers that will con you out of $5. So we expecting these dudes who's making hundreds of $1 million to have some type of moral standing when it comes to to money and not cooning, man. It's crazy, man. Who's gonna rise up is the question and risk it all.
Yeah, that's real. And who's gonna rise up for me against the evildoers? That's what the scriptures say.
Let's get back to the video though. I don't want this thing to be too long.
P. Diddy, Jay-Z, just name them. Even in hip hop, Jews manage most of the black hip hop artists. And man, I got something, I can't do it now, but they end up with nothing. They come with the bling bling and a nice car, and they show you that they're successful. But if you could see the breakdown of the
now look, what he's about to say is important, right? Hold on, I'm gonna let him finish this part.
record deals, they end up with nothing.
Now that's why you got the social media, and that's why social media is such a big thing right now, right? Part of the reason why they made social media a thing, and they keep coming up with these new social media platforms where people can show their wealth and show their life. They got bloggers on YouTube, vloggers on YouTube, showing you their whole life, all their cars, their house, the inside of their house, everything they do, how they go on vacation, all this different stuff, right? Mm-hmm. They got day in the life videos of different rappers. They got YouTube series, Instagram series, reels, all this type of stuff, right? Reason being is because they want you to be envious of the certain things that these people have. They want you to be covetous of the things these people have, so that if you ever get to that level and they need to use you for something, you'll never want to give the bag up because you were looking forward to it the whole time. You was looking forward to everything you was going to get when you get that money. You was looking forward to everything that you was going to get the heck. Hey man, yo, that chain he just got, bro. I can't wait till I get this deal, bro. I'm going to get a chain just like that.
Yep.
Oh, that damn Lambo, oh, boy, man.
Gotta have it.
I got to get that. Know what I'm saying? That's how it go. Next thing you know, that stuff you bought was really like a loan. You having to pay it off, and you got to pay back the people that gave you the money for it.
And you hear a lot of rappers speaking on that now. Like, damn, I bought all this jewelry, cars, but I ain't know, man, the taxes killed me in the back end. I hear a lot of rappers on interviews saying that. I bought this, that, and the third, and the taxes is now destroying me in the back end. I ain't know I had to pay taxes on it.
I didn't even know I had to get insurance on all these cars. I thought I could get insurance and it was going to cover all 6 of my joints.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's ridiculous. And them 360 deals, they didn't know when Amalek gave them that money. That was a loan to fund their whole operation. Your studio time, your music videos, the cars and the jewelry,
yeah, they gave you $500,000 for 2 albums, Negro. Yeah.
Nah, 7 albums.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, 7 years, $500,000. Man, come on, bro.
Hey, so before you keep going, but what you just said, right? Didn't we wonder why all those rappers say they keep telling me I can't release music and put my albums back? Because the longer they put your albums back, the longer they got you in slavery.
Of course. And that's all it is. That's all it is a slavery. You do what I say when I want you to do it.
And they know you're not smart enough to take that 500,000 or that million or that 6 million if you Chief Keef and the rest of these dumb Negroes that they've been giving the money to.
And I just heard Method Man say, he said, if you want to put that one single out and your record label is saying, no, we want you to put this song out, just listen to your record label. Don't put your single out, because if they let you drop it, they're going to drop you from the company. Do what they say first.
See? The thing that's crazy, and Method Man should know this. He probably don't, though. I don't know. Because I know his financial situation was messed up for a while too. Redman was living in the trap house for 5 years. He was on he was on MTV Cribs in the trap house, bro. Like, come on. But like, it's brothers that end up in certain situations, and I don't think they realize. Chief Keef got $6 million for his record deal, right? For 2 albums under Interscope. Chief Keef could have took that money, some of it, instead of buying cars and guns for everybody at O Block and stuff. He he could have took some of that money and probably bought O Block. And then was like could have been getting rent from everybody there. You know what I'm saying? At the time, the building, I'm sure, wasn't $6 million. It's a project. They tore it down for less than that. When they bought it and tore it down, I think they bought it for like 2.5. He would have still had money to do his album. How much Yo Gotti gave a girl that looked like Sid?
Yeah.
He just gave her $500,000, right?
Oh, Gorilla.
Yeah. Glorilla. He gave her $500,000.
Let's see.
I be forgetting her name, so like you, but because that's a Twitter picture, shit. But like, but like, folks don't understand. You could have used this money and put it somewhere else. You don't need that much money to push your music out there. They're gonna put like they're gonna pay for you to go onto the radio and everything. You got to pay them back after that. You're gonna get to go on tour. You could use some of this money to invest it in to cover yourself afterwards, for if you get put in a situation. But brothers don't have the brain to do that. They don't got the mind to do that. They know that if they throw the money in your face, they give you the bag up front, whatever amount of money it is, you're not going to be smart enough to put it somewhere where it's going to grow. You just going to spend it.
Yeah.
It's that crafty counsel, because they're not going to put that money in a dude. Like if dudes was talking how we talking right now, before they got signed, they're not giving you that bread. They're giving that bread to the dude who's hungry. He need to get out the projects now, because they know you're going to give us that money right back. You know what I'm saying?
But let's continue.
As I said in my lecture, The Crucifixion of Michael Jackson, he was asset rich and cash poor. So if you're going to sell your assets, then you can get liquid.
And I remember my mama told me that when he died, my mom said, yo, they just said that he ain't had no money. He just had a bunch of assets. His assets were everything, but he didn't own the assets. So I'm thinking to myself, wait, like I'm in 7th, 8th grade when Michael Jackson died. I think 7th, 8th grade, something like that. I'm thinking to myself, Michael Jackson broke? Michael Jackson? I can wrap my head around it. Now that I'm older, I understand. He was in a deal. Michael Jackson was in a deal where he didn't really have no money. He wasn't getting any of the assets, right? Even having enough money to buy somebody else's discography, it was tied up to where the way his deal structured, the stuff he bought was still in an asset form.
That's crazy.
He had to liquidate his stuff. And when he realized that and tried to liquidate it, he died. Not a company, the Jewish company, in Faircon's about to explain this without explaining too much. Not a Jewish company that owned those assets gets to distribute those billions of dollars amongst themselves. Them kids that Michael had, they didn't get to see the money. The estate that his family was fighting over, it wasn't them billions. It was like $100-something million. For 5 brothers, all their kids, all their brothers and sisters, all they, you know what I'm saying? The mom, the dad. You feel me? So that's the situation. That's how they do it.
I got a precept.
Go ahead.
Hey, Haggai 1:6, it says, ye have sown much and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. And that BS. All them chains, you don't need all them guys. You don't need all them chains. Our people like to be fly cars, but you got to put the money in the right place to make your money make money.
But you know what it is, Art?
Go ahead, King.
It's a play. It's a play on our emotions because they know we the kings of the earth.
Yeah.
They know our spirit is to drip. They know if we got the money, we going to want the jewels. We going to want to shine. We going to want to do all them things. Because it's in our spirit. It ain't in their spirit to do that. That's why Bill Gates could have billions of dollars and still dress like a homeless man. That's why Eminem could be a rapper. He could steal our flows. He could be a culture vulture, use our culture to grow his stuff and everything like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
He could sign artists and exploit our people just like the Jewish man exploits our people to make money off of them. That's how 50 is who made Eminem multimillionaire. Wasn't really his money because he was in a deal too. He put 50 in a deal. 50 became a multi-platinum diamond selling artist, and Eminem is getting most of his check. Still getting money off 50 Cent right now.
Mm-hmm.
For those that didn't know that. So that's how Eminem gets his money. That's why Eminem is considered the best rapper in the game. It's not just that stuff. Because when you ask, even 50 says that. They'll tell you that. Jay-Z, Eminem, best rapper, because he's the one with the ties to the Jewish people. He's the rapper with another rapper in the deal that the Jewish people put the rappers in. You feel me? So, but go ahead, read that.
Yeah, kind of more on that. And it says, and he that earneth wages to put them into bags with holes, man. And that's what our people doing, man. They bringing in all this money and got all these big deals, but they put it into bags with holes, man. It's like you really don't even got it. You like Farrakhan just said, you're dying in debt. Michael Jackson dying in debt, not building any generational wealth. That's
and I bet Prince was the same situation.
Yes.
That big old house he died in that elevator.
Yeah.
It didn't go to his family afterwards. Look it up.
Hey, and that's why in the song they don't really care about us. He had to take certain lyrics out because he said,
he said something about the Jews.
I'm about to read
Jew me, screw me,
sue me.
Yeah.
He said, Jew me, sue me, everybody do me, kick me, kike me, don't you black or white me. What's a kike? A kike is a Jewish person.
Yeah.
Right? Farrakhan claims that he wrote that song after a meeting with him because Michael was talking about how these Jewish record execs was screwing him, you know what I'm saying, when it came to money.
So it's all of our people that have had this problem. Kanye just the one that put it out there.
Yeah.
This is the situation all of our people have been trying to talk about. And every time one of our folks did try to put it out there, they would shut him up real quick. Kanye just didn't shut up. He ain't going to shut up. He's like, y'all not going to shut me up. You can't cancel me. He realized that.
Yeah. He said, I'm here. You can't cancel me.
I got mine.
He realizes that. That's the thing that other people didn't realize. All you got to do is keep talking. Eventually, they're going to try to take the camera off of you. Because they know if something happens, everybody going to know who to look to. But they know people ain't stupid.
Mm-hmm.
They see it's people waking up off of this thing with Kyrie. That's why they trying to not talk about it no more.
Kanye also said the reason why he can talk so much is because he was in school. His mom was a university teacher in Chicago. He was in school. He went in the streets. He don't have no past that they can bring back up. He said anytime one of our people used to try to do something like this, boom, there's a case from 20 years ago that comes back. And then now they're in trouble, i.e., we could say it happened to Bill Cosby. Who knows? You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, hey, man, it's crafty counsel from the top to the bottom.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I got another precept.
If you don't...
Go ahead.
This is Proverbs 27. I'm going to start at 24. It says, for riches are not forever, man. Hey, you better start. Hey, our people got to be thinking upon generational wealth. Right, that's actually said in Proverbs 13 too, right? Talking about a wise man leaveth generational wealth, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Leave his wealth for his generation, right? But it's what Solomon also said: riches, what's it? 20. For riches are not forever, man. And a lot of these rappers, that's what they think. They get that first deal, that 360 deal, and they think they got it forever. Hey, Young Jock gone. The dude that made Hey Baby gone. Hurricane Chris, where he at?
Hey, actually, Hurricane Chris, he's actually making money off that TikTok junk because he made that.
Yeah, because they made it.
So he did it like that.
Yeah. But
praises.
No. But you was right. Before that TikTok junk came out and somebody chopped and screwed it, and they started doing that little stupid dance they was doing, he was the same situation. 360 out of here. Yeah, you're right. He just got back to life.
He said,
Rich boy may throw some D's on and we ain't heard nothing else.
Nothing else.
He bought a Cadillac and that was it.
Yep, literally.
That was
he
it.
threw some D's on it.
and you get that first
Then had
contract,
to
and you
take
think
them
them
off.
riches gonna be forever, man. You got to know how to use that money and use that evil man moon to better your people and your family, man. Because watch what it say. It says, "For riches are not forever, and doeth the crown endure to every generation." The crown doesn't endure to every generation. So you got to be wise enough to put the spirit and the mindset on your people so they know how to manage the crown when they get it.
Hey, I was gonna say this, but go ahead since you said it. Judah, get Ecclesiastes 7 and 12. Cause that's to let me back off what you just said.
Oh yeah, come.
And that's something that our brothers don't have. And that's how they know that they could use this stuff against us, right? They could put the bag in your face and they could dangle it, make you publicly lynch your brother. Because this next video, after we finish this Farrakhan joint, the little clip that we're gonna show you, bro, is literally what's happening. But the way it used to happen on the plantation. And then I'm gonna show you guys in writing that these Jewish people came up with the things that was happening on the plantation. It had a lot to do with the things on the plantation from this book that Farrakhan and them wrote. And then the things that's like in the book, the people's names, you can Google their names. Like say it's a Jewish slave master named, I don't know, Jeff Williamsburg or something like that, right? You could Google this guy and it's gonna come up, whatever it says in this book, that's the information that's gonna be in the Google search to validate it being a real person. You'll find them on the historical archives and all that type of stuff. So they got real Jewish people's names, the type of slaves that they had, and sometimes names of the slaves, how many slaves they had, things they did to the slaves, depending on certain accounts from their memoirs, right? Farrakhan's people went and got this information and they put it in a book called The Secret Relationship Between Blacks and Jews. This secret relationship is that they've always been a part of the bad things that have happened to us the whole time we've been in America.
Exactly.
That's the secret relationship. Anything that's been hidden about our people, any knowledge that's supposed to be given to us, they've been the ones that have been trying to hide it because they're who have our identity. They know that if we get hold of any of this information as a mass people, it's going to be trouble for them because as a mass, we'll know we're not really black. We're not Hispanics. We're not Native Americans. We the Israelites. Y'all can't be the Jews and we be the Jews. So that means y'all owe us something. Y'all gotta give us the land back. Y'all can keep the hats and the yarmulkes and all that stuff, but everything else, we need that. You know what I'm saying? They don't want that to happen. They don't want to have that conversation.
Never.
They don't even want to have the conversation of us sharing the land because brothers tried that. That's when Amari was getting crusted. That's why Amari Stoudemire is even coming out telling Kyrie to apologize. They'd rather you be Jewish than an Israelite.
Yeah.
Right?
They want you to be a convert. How am I gonna be a convert and I am? I can't convert to somebody I already am.
And that's why Ronald Dalton, he actually put out a press release statement on, you know, what's been going on. And that's what's important that he said that he made it clear, like, yo, it's facts that the so-called African-American man, woman, and child here in America are from the man Shem. So it's impossible. They're the elites and all of them, they're trying to make it seem like we're not Semite. You see what I'm saying? And so
we're not Semite, we're Shemite.
Yeah, but I'm using their term. But you know what I'm saying? They're trying to show that we don't come from, so that's why they're trying to say we come from whoever.
Yeah.
Right? Right, you feel what I'm saying? I don't
because we got that song that they made too.
And you know, the Christian church actually teaches we come from him. So like they trying to like, yo, listen to your pastor that we put up in there to teach you who you come from. And Ron Dalton was like, no, sir, there's no way. So I mean, hey man, that's why it's important to be calculated with this thing. Go ahead.
You want to sell your assets, then you borrow against your assets. So the Jewish person with money was always there to loan Michael money.
Did y'all catch that?
Yep, he was refinancing on everything, and he was getting it for the Jewish man.
Yeah, the Jewish man was always there to loan Michael money. Can somebody give me that Deuteronomy 28? I think it's 44. It's 43. You can read 43 and 44.
All right. It's Deuteronomy 28, verse 43. Yeah, it's 43.
Yeah, I can catch
The
it.
stranger that is within thee shall get up above thee very high, and thou shalt come down very low.
Mm-hmm.
Shall lend to thee, and thou shalt not lend to him.
You see
He
that?
shall be the head, and thou shalt be the tail.
Damn.
He gonna lend to us. We shall not lend to him. Michael, you could be a billionaire. You could be the greatest artist in the world. You could have billions of assets. You could own one of our best culture vultures' whole discography. The Elvis himself.
Mm-hmm.
And we still gonna be loaning you money. You still ain't gonna have $1 that you could just go to the bank and grab yourself. You need 100,000 to fix your big old pool at Never Land. You're gonna have to go to the Jewish man to get a loan. That's what Farrakhan's trying to tell you. And the Bible validates that.
Hey,
Them
but
people that was below us, they're gonna get up above us, and then they're gonna end up loaning to us. No matter what position. Go ahead.
Ain't it amazing though how people been saying this in the past? We know this. People been saying this way back, but now it's another generation. So people that are our age, a little younger, they're starting to see artists come back out and say the same thing to show that this is true. Kanye is saying what Ice Cube said way back when. YK Osiris just said the same thing that Farrakhan said. He was in an interview, I think, with Vlad. I mentioned this on Thursday Night Live. He said that he spent his first million in 3 months. He had to buy the house, buy the jewelry, the whole world.
Yeah, that's why he always he owe everybody in the game money, don't he?
Drinking them, right? But guess what he said he had to do, right? He's now who did Farrakhan in the beginning of this video say was the accountants of these entertainers?
Jewish people.
YK Osiris said if I spent that first million, I had to go to my account and ask for some more money. It's crazy how the Most High is making everything. It's happening back then. It's happening now. And the truth is out, man.
So he in debt to his accountant too. Damn, come on, man. Goodness gracious.
One song ain't do it.
It's always
it wasn't even that good. Never mind.
It's there to loan Michael money because Michael was smart enough to buy the catalog of Elvis Presley and the Beatles. Is worth $1 billion. So he had it. They were trying to get it.
He bought the Beatles too. I forgot about that.
That's crazy.
He had 2 of them. He had the best culture vultures ever. Whole catalog.
Definitely the top 5. If you look at white musicians.
Of course.
Elvis and the Beatles. Facts.
It might be 1 and 2.
That's what I'm thinking.
From him. He had Neverland. They were trying to get it from him. So he loved nice things. So he spent money.
Because he's an Israelite. They know we gonna do that. They know we gonna do it. If you put the money in our hand and we don't know what to do with it, because though Michael's Michael, he had these jacked up deals the whole time. I know that, right? For him to not be able to liquidate no money when he died, that means he had these messed up deals when his daddy was running things. That's why his daddy didn't have that much money. Joe ain't had that much. He was just trying to get him deals. He wanted them to get out there.
Yeah.
Whatever deal was given, that's what they signed. As long as they get the TV time and the radio time they need. Y'all seen the movie?
Same thing happened in the gospel industry. They had the Clark sisters joint, and Amalek signing that paper, man.
TLC.
That deal.
You happy to sign that paper with that Jewish man.
Yeah.
Don't know. Hey, that's why the scripture says his word is smoother than butter, man. But
Mr. Rosenberg said we will be millionaires. All right.
He had it. But then when he needed to save his property, he had to borrow. Now, what is the strategy? See, I have a list of all the NBA owners. See, it's like a plantation. You just a piece of meat throwing balls in hoops. They got dogs, they can do that. And you go in the hoop. Now you the best at doing it. So you on a plantation, but you rich. A rich slave. You sharecropping.
Didn't Jay-Z and Kanye talk about that?
Mm-hmm.
Kanye been telling y'all what the deal is for a long time. Now Kyrie know it, and Kyrie's trying to, not be the rich slave. So that's why he was so quick to say he retired. Because I honestly think the brother realizes, yo, I got money, I'm in the league, I'm famous, and just because I repost something, they think they got the power to just take everything from me and demonize me and make me apologize for something I know I didn't do. I'm gonna just retire. Y'all can have the game. Right? I don't see no other logical explanation other than he realizes he's a rich slave.
Hey, did he fully retire yet, or is it speculation?
Nah. He hasn't retired at all. He just told them that that's what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll see what happens. But I mean, he realized what the deal is. He a rich slave. You know what I'm saying? That's what all of them are.
Mm-hmm.
They all can't say or do anything that they really want to say or do. They can only say or do what's politically correct for whatever organization they work for.
And again, LeBron James sharecropper. Now, I'm not downing my brother.
Now, what's crazy is this came out 12 years ago. This is 12 years old, y'all. And he's still talking about LeBron James being the sharecropping, step and fetch Negro. How long what did LeBron do 12 years ago that make Farrakhan zero him out here and even have to say, I ain't down on my brother. Hey, throw out a Solomon McFadden for your generous donation. How about you?
All praises.
You know what I'm saying? What is it that LeBron did? It was something. He was cooning enough to make it be a thing for the Nation of Islam to call him out and speak about it 12 years ago.
12 years ago.
2010. I don't remember. Somebody probably got killed, and who knows?
I don't know.
Who knows?
But it's so much stuff that they call him for. We don't even know what happened. That's the point. He been their go-to guy for a long time. That's why he's the king. To be the king, you got to be the king of cooning too.
And I'm pretty sure too that the Cleveland Cavaliers, their owner is Jewish. I'm pretty sure about that.
I can believe it. Don't the owner for the owner or the coach, one of them for the what's it called? The Heat?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's Jewish as well. Brooklyn Nets, Jewish.
Yep.
Oh yeah, Brooklyn definitely.
So
Golden State Warriors, couple of them.
Every team he been on got an association with the Jewish people.
Mm-hmm.
If not every team he been on. So yeah, that's what it is. But I just wanted to point that out. It's been 12 years since this came out, and we still talking about the same dude cooning for everybody. He gonna mention Shaq too, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
But he's being used, and as long as he can play like he plays, they want him in Cleveland, they want him in New York, they want him in Chicago, they want him in Miami. So he's good meat, Boy, in this book here, you should see the way they sold us. We have a nigga, 22 years old, strong, skilled in carpentry. We have a nigga wench. How did she get to be sold? She owed her rent and couldn't pay it, so they put her on the block and sold her. It's all here. Look at you today. You can't see how you tore up. You want a home, don't you? Everybody wants a home. So they made it possible for you to get one. No money down. No, all you do is pay interest.
He's explaining to you what we just read, right? That they're gonna lend to us, right? We're not gonna lend to them.
Yeah.
Same thing. He said all of that whole lending cycle, whether it's credit, whether it's your mortgage payment, whether it's whatever it is, your house, your car note, all of these borrowing methods and tactics that they have is no different than the 360 deal that the rapper began in. At the end of the day, you end up borrowing more than what you were supposed to owe at the beginning. You end up paying them a whole bunch of money and don't really get the worth of what you was paying for. Your car depreciates as soon as you get off the lot. They still got paid the full amount. The interest don't go down when the car depreciate, right? It's a backwards game. And he's saying it's set up like that on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
They get taught the ins and outs to go around the backwards game. We get taught to go in, follow the backwards game. Step by step. So, yeah.
Hey.
How the hell could you accept a deal like that? In 3 years, the interest now goes up. You didn't see that in the fine print. Now you're in foreclosure. It's a trick. Who's behind it? Wall Street.
Yeah.
Who are they?
That's the end of the video. Right?
And that's real. That's a good way to end it, too. Hey, who are they?
Something real quick, right? I just want to show somebody shared it in the chat. It's a little blurry, but it's just to get the point. Because they're saying that Kanye is lying about all these Jewish people controlling the media, right? Like you can't look anything up, right? I'm gonna share my screen real quick and I'm gonna take it off.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so this OD blurred, but it's just a chart. CBS, ABC, NBC, CNN, New York Times, Washington Post, Huffington Post, The Guardian, The Economic, BBC, Vox, and BuzzFeed. Look at the chief people that run these high media circuits. Look at these people, man. Right? So now this is just television, right? Daggone Ice Cube was telling you about the Jewish record executive. If you go on our TikTok, you have a Jewish executive coming out and telling you the plan of the hip hop industry, right? So all of these things, man, like they were saying about Kanye and Kyrie, you know what I'm saying? Hey, this is all a facade, and you got some of our own people in the world saying that Kanye and Kyrie are idiots. They just anti-Semitic and this, that, and the third, but they just go on what the media say. And when you question them, you
they don't know what the hell they're talking about.
They don't know nothing that they're talking about. Nothing at all. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody asked him that. They said, what they said? I just don't know why Kanye's saying all that anti-Semitic stuff. I said, what did he say that was anti-Semitic? Hey, I asked him what did he say that was anti-Semitic? I don't know, but it just sounds racist.
That's exactly what my auntie said. I don't know what he said, but it sounds racist. How do you know if it sounds racist if you don't know what he said?
Hey, look, I was having a conversation with a so-called Jewish dude on Facebook. He said, no, one of my friends had posted something. He said, we now know who runs the world. This Jewish dude said, I lost all respect for you. He was like, and then I was like, why did you lose respect for this man? He was like, because Kanye is speaking anti-Semitic things. I was like, what was anti-Semitic? How he hates Jewish people. I said, find me a clip where Kanye and Kyrie said they hate Jewish people. Well, if you're sharing a documentary that teaches hate, then I said, have you watched the documentary? No. So shut up. What are we talking about? These people are the biggest hypocrites on the face of the earth, man.
Is it not teaching hate for me to live right now in Lee County? Robert Lee County. That's the county I live in. Lee County. That's not hate. For every time it's Lee County, Lee Boulevard. It's the name of the streets. That's not pushing hate. One of the top Confederate generals. That's not pushing hate. Goddamn Robert Lee on Stone Mountain. Every time you go there, he's right there, his face. That's not pushing hate.
Nope.
Bro, these people are hypocrites. Then they call us the Black
history.
KKK.
It's not hate, that's history.
There you go. And you know what I figured out? They get mad that these statues come down because they can't go show their children how their country was formed. That I finally figured that out. That's what makes them so mad. They've been shown for generation to generation. Look at this. Look at Robert Lee. Look at this statue. When them statues started coming down, hey man, they can't show their kids how they've been able to get on top in this country, man. It's crazy.
Yo, this is crazy. I don't want to say he live in Lee County too. That's wild. That is crazy. That's crazy.
Hey, I'm gonna play this clip just so y'all can see, bro. It's no
fair use, yo. This is from a movie. Fair use.
Oh,
Fair use.
I probably shouldn't even play this.
Probably not.
It is from a movie.
Because Esau owns the movie, and it's about us.
Yeah.
Ah, man.
Hey, we might can't play it because of the fair use. Hey, just because of the fair use, and because they like, hey, we could just be honest, man. Esau will flag the channel, man.
Hold on. I got you. I got you. Hold on before you play. Somebody I got you.
No, it's cool. It's cool.
Hey,
so what
Esau
was going to happen?
Flag the channel, man.
Yeah. What was going to happen in that clip? Esau was going to tell the sis. The sis is mad at Esau. Esau wrap her up, and instead of whipping her himself, she says, "I'd rather you do it, Massa." She trying to get him to do something, you know what I'm saying? Instead of trying to make the brothers do it. Mm-hmm. And the sister, well, the master has a brother come out, you know what I'm saying? He tells the brother, whoop her. The brother goes, "I don't want to do it." And he goes, whoop her. You know what I'm saying? And he basically makes the brother whoop her. So the brother's having to publicly beat the girl, right? As a message to all the other slaves. This is what's going to happen if you disobey master. I'm not going to punish you. I'm going to make your own people do it. That's how our people got the mentality. You always wonder, how did we end up with people like Samuel and Django?
Yeah.
That's how. They thought it was smart to be the one that doesn't go against master because they see what master does. He'll make an example out of you.
Hey, really, that's that Judas spirit, man.
Yeah.
Judas is scary, man. Hey, give me them little shekels, man. You can have them, man. I don't know them like that anyways, man. That's how they treat them. Mm-hmm. That's how they treat. That's how they treat all the Israelites and any celebrity that claims to be conscious about the Israelite movement. They're gonna destroy you publicly, man. If you don't apologize, this is gonna happen to you, even though you didn't even say nothing deep.
Straight up.
You can't even make a post. What about when Malcolm X said, "We are the Jews, we are the valley of the dry bones"? If he posts that, will he be anti-Semitic as well?
They're gonna find something to say.
They're gonna have to.
Yo, I bet if anti-Semitic was a big thing back then, they would have been trying to call him that too.
Oh, of course, they probably do label him that now.
Yeah, it wasn't popular back then. So, you know, but hey, I can't play that clip. But what I will do, I'll show you something anti-Semitic. I'm gonna show you something anti-Semitic. What'd that say?
Jews of the Black Holocaust.
Okay, I'm about to show you
something.
Zoom in
just a little bit. One.
You said what?
Zoom in just a little bit.
How's that?
That's good.
Okay. So it says, all the following chosen people are confirmed to have participated in the Black African slave trade. According to their own literature, this is things y'all can look up. These people's names in bold, you can Google Mordecai Abraham. Mordecai Abraham is going to pop up as a Virginia-based Jewish man, a Virginia-based Jewish explorer, or a Virginia-based Jewish, what do you call it? Like the first people in America. You know what I'm saying? So that's who's going to pop up. And all these different people that we're going to show you. I'm not going to show all of them.
I don't want, there's even some, and there's like some theories that even Christopher Columbus himself was Jewish. Like it's like some people say he is and some people say he's not. Like they go back and forth with it.
I actually taught a little bit of that because in his memoir he said some Jewish things that were frowned upon because they didn't like the Jews, him being one of them white people that converted and stuff, he then had to unconvert and turn into a Christian. So Christopher Columbus was one of the people that that's how he knew about Esdras. And in the little video I did a couple weeks ago, when I showed in the what's it called, 1492 and the Conquest of Paradise, that movie, they actually showed the part in the memoir where it's written out that Columbus is talking to his Chamberlain, and the guy is asking him about what he wants to do in America and how he knows that there's actually land over there and all this stuff. And he mentions that he got it from the book of Esdras. And the guy goes, "You can't mention that. Esdras is a Jew, right?" And then Columbus goes, "So is Moses," and we listen to him. So that also was something that made people think that he was probably Jewish, because he was one of the only people in Spain and Portugal that was actually reverencing Jewish people and the Jews and everything like that. So they figured he was a follower. Plus he said some stuff in the Yiddish Hebrew as well. But yeah. Anyway, this is basically explaining to you that these Jewish people had something to do with the Black Holocaust, right? The transatlantic slave trade. So just going to kind of read through a couple of these. This is Mordecai Abraham of Virginia placed this advertisement in the Virginia Gazette, or the American Advertiser, on January 12, 1783. It says $30 reward. So they always been giving reward, always been giving out the money. $30 reward for a runaway from the subscriber in King Williams County. On Saturday, the 5th instant, a large mulatto man named Osborne, they named the brother Osborne.
That's crazy.
Late, these people can't even speak. Late the property of William Fitzgerald, who is probably Jewish as well. He is about 5 feet 10 inches or 6 feet high, almost wide enough to pass for a white man. So this is a brother that got some, Edomite in him, and they still mad at him, right? He has gray or rather white eyes, which appear very weak, with a kind of blemish on the right one, occasioned by his shutting it when a person addresses him. I'm sorry, this stuff is hard to read. It's like that old English mixed with new words. So, but long story short, they giving out a reward for a runaway slave, right? Got Joseph Abrahams. This is another one. Ooh, wow, why did they do all that? Look at Satan. Let me scroll back up. So Joseph Abraham, this is a Jewish businessman of Charleston, South Carolina, placed this advertisement: runaway for the subscriber, a young Negro fellow named Brutus.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yo, they disrespectful, bro. Don't no brother name his kid Brutus, yo.
Nah, hell no.
Man, it says Brutus, this country born, about 18 years old. He had on, when he went away, the Ansberg's shirt, brown fustian breeches, and Osberg's coatee with red cuffs. So he's basically giving a description so that somebody could find this runaway slave, right? And return him back to his master, Mr. Abrams. So he got these people in alphabetical order, different things that they did. J. Adolphus of Jamaica despised the black man so much that in 1812, when a Jamaican assembly, I think that's supposed to be assemblyman, advocated the equality of the free colored, Adolphus and 2 other Jews, L. Spires and J. De Silva, physically attacked him at his home. So they beating brothers up, or beating people up for advocating for black liberation. You know what I'm saying? Samuel, wait, is that not anti-Semitic?
Gotta be.
Is putting out letters for young Shemite boys that ran away from slavery, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't that be anti-Semitic? Ain't that no different than people trying to bring you white people back to the Holocaust? Back to the internment camps? Right? Solomon Alexander was a one-time acting mayor of Richmond, Virginia, who enslaved a black woman named Esther.
You
Hey,
never
man,
know
this
what he was
is
doing to
after
him, man.
reading the Bible, bro. You see what I'm saying? George D. Almeida owned and operated a silver mine in Taxco in about 1585. There was Jewish people in 1585 over here. It says, at the height of the Inquisition, he and a friend are alleged to have strangled a negress or Negro woman or Israelite woman who had called a friend of theirs a Jew. So this woman called her friend, which we know had to be a black person, a Jew, which she would have been, and because of that, they strangled her. Is that not anti-Semitic? Huh? So, wait, hold up. What's going on with the Zephaniah, Yasharal, and Yahusat? Is everything all right with them? Where'd Judah go?
I'm right here. I'm reading it.
All right, come.
Yeah, let's circle back to the lesson. You know what I'm saying?
Anyway, I just saw it. I was like, yeah, what's going on? But let me see who else I could pull up. Isaac Asher, right? I want to pull up the people with the most Israelite names so we can see if they anti-Semitic or not. Isaac Asher of New York was charged with selling an unhealthy Negro in 1863.
And he trying to get it by any means.
What?
Hey, this Negro's sick. He got a disease. Hey, you want him? You want this Negro? Man? That's how they do us, man.
And then
That's
he got
how they
in
do us
trouble.
for real, man.
It say he was charged though. Forget that he sold a brother. They got mad that he sold an unhealthy brother, so they charged him. And they put it in the record book. 1863. Oh, this is only 2 years before slavery ended. You gonna end it in 2 years and you still locking white people up for giving you sick Negroes?
That was an offense. You gave me a sick. Hey, they was mad about that. You gave me a sick nigga. They was mad. Yo, this is crazy. But this is the people we gotta grow to love. We gotta forgive. They went through the Holocaust. They 6 million. It's just like the slavery that we went through over 400 years. Just forgive them. That's what they want us to do for these people, man.
Hey, check this one out. Maurice Barnett of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, owned at least 11 African citizens, which you in America, so I'm sure they're not African. So 11 Israelite slaves, right? Exactly. He was such a prolific slave dealer and auctioneer that 20th century picture postcards of the old slave block depict his office. What? So when you Google the old slave block, it's a Jewish man's office. Right? St. Louis Street. He was one of the closest associates of the slave breeding and smuggling Jewish pirate John Lafitte. Or John Lafitte. My bad. John Lafitte. Below is an example of the black/Jewish relationship of the time.
Hey, let me share my screen right quick, Adawan. Watch this. I got it. The old slave block. Let me make sure this the right one. Yep. Hold on right quick. Watch this.
And you see, some of these people got French names.
Can you see that?
Yep. You see that?
Back up.
And it says his name, Barnett, right at the top. M.
See
Barnett.
it?
So you know Farrakhan and them ain't lying. This is a real account.
Hey, look what it say. The old slave block in the old St. Louis Hotel, New Orleans. The colored woman standing on the block was sold for $1,500 on this same block when a little girl.
I'm gonna see if I can find that. Hold on.
So they sold her for the price of a used Honda Accord.
What?
So they sold her for the same price as a used Honda Accord, a whole human.
Yeah, literally, right? You see what I'm saying? That's how they did it.
That's
You know,
crazy.
they ain't got no prices on this other sheet. So, but you see, right? Like I told you at the beginning, all of these things that we're reading, you'll be able to Google these people's names and find them on the internet. Find different things that's said in this, that's said in this book. This is the secret relationship between Jews and blacks.
And mind you, to everybody in the chat too, these are the same people that will literally tell you they had nothing to do with slavery. Not one bit of it. Nothing at all, man.
Except being the slave masters, except being people that financed the slave ships, except being people that was the auctioneers and started the auctions, except being the people that financed Wall Street. They were the slave trade.
And putting insurance on the slaves because they
forget about that.
They put insurance on your black behind just in case. This is why you could get thrown off the ship, and they say them sharks are still, you know what I'm saying, following that path. Like, you could get thrown off the ship if you died because you were insured. Because you know why? Because you were property.
Straight up, man. I'm gonna read like two more. Let me see. Oh, Rebecca Brew. It's a woman. Remember I told you guys? Lived alone, one slave in 17th century Barbados. She lived alone with a slave. So this woman, she's a recorded Jewish woman. She was a slave master. She had one slave and she lived alone and she died in Barbados. Right? So they even had they females out here. Just like Cortez and them had they females conquering people. So there it is. Daniel Becker was convicted of illegal liquor sales to black slaves in South Carolina. Couldn't even drink no liquor. Couldn't even wash our sorrows away, as the Bible says. Judah Philip Benjamin was born in the British West Indies and brought up in Charleston. He was a rapid pro-slavery senator from Louisiana in Civil War era who led the call for secession of the southern states. So a Jewish man led for the call of the secession of the southern states from the Union. They don't teach you that in school. You ain't never heard of Judah Philip Benjamin.
Nah, ever.
I'm changing my name.
A Jewish man led the secession of the Civil War to keep slavery going, but they had nothing to do with slavery. He owned a plantation called Bella Chasse and used 140 African slaves in its operation. Judah Philip Benjamin.
You gonna keep saying his name, huh?
Yeah, because I want them to hear. Judah Philip Benjamin. Not Adolf Schuckerberger, not Weisenheimer, not Goldberg. Judah Benjamin, bruh. It don't get no more Jewish than that. He had 140 niggas. Straight up.
Hey, now watch this. Hold on, I don't want to wait because every person you pulling up,
you
I'm
could
going
Google.
back and finding them. Hold on. Now look what this say about this man.
It's public record.
Look what this said about this dude, man. Can y'all see this?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, they gave him a hey.
Hold on,
that's one thing I like about Barack Obama. I don't know if he did it on purpose, but he made sure they put these plaques up when he was in office. Thank you, Barack.
Look what it says.
Judah for making his people do this. Go ahead, Ak.
Look at him. Judah B. Benjamin, noted attorney and Louisiana U.S. Senator. He was known as the brains of the Confederacy. For his service in the Confederate cabin.
For his service.
So wait, is Farrakhan lying?
Shoo.
This is verifiable information. Just like the slave ships we showed you.
That's heavy, man. And these people literally look at these Edomites.
Taking pictures next to it.
Look at
what my grandfather did.
See, I told you. They love
This
showing it
isn't
off.
racist. It's history.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna drop
Yeah.
that, man.
Hey, but you know what? Hey, all praises though. You know what? When this place gets burned, they say, bro, you gonna still see the smoke. And we gonna be like, you know what? That wasn't racist. That's history. All praises.
1 hour. This place is finito.
Right.
That's history.
That's
Yeah.
history.
But hey, man, like, we could get more precepts. We could go on and on because this could be a never-ending topic, man. Like, I just wanted to show y'all a couple of. I ain't gonna.
Yeah, I don't know what Zephaniah is talking about right now.
It's a lot of people. I don't know what they talking about right now. Honestly,
He's saying we ain't seen half the stuff he's seen since he's 65. So in his time, he's seen a lot of racist things go on in his 65.
Oh, I believe it.
Oh, I agree with that.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of stuff going on, man. You know
so that's why our elders. It's crazy that we have coons that are elders. You know what I'm saying? And, all praise for brothers that are 65 in this truth, 70 coming into this truth. Because I know they got a different hatred for Esau.
Yeah, man.
They got to. Knowing that the stuff they felt when they was in the 40s, 50s, 60s, everybody telling them, no, baby, you can't feel that way. You gotta let God handle it. No, you know what I'm saying? Now they know that was a righteous hatred that they had. It was okay to feel that way. Even though everybody was trying to beat it out of you and break you from feeling that hatred that you was feeling because they was feeling it and showing it to you every day. They beat you in the face if you look up at them while you're walking down the street.
That's a fact.
They'll hang you.
That's a fact. Yo, my pops is 60, right? He told me in Bronx, New York, when he was a child, he was like 5. He said up the street there was a swimming pool, and he looked through the fence of the swimming pool. It was only white people, white women tanning and all that. He said he knew in his spirit he could not go. So he went. He had older sisters. His sisters was adults. He went and asked his sisters, like, yo, why ain't there no black people? Joe was like, oh, yeah, you can't go in there. That's a whites-only pool, right? That was in 1965. We thinking by that time things is starting to level out. That's in 1965.
Yeah.
He said since then, he's had a certain level of hatred, so it was easy for him to accept the truth.
My Uncle Jerry told me the same thing. He got beat up by the police for having sex with a white girl back in Texas, and they kicked my whole family out. That's how we ended up in Michigan. Ran the whole family out of Texas. I only got 2 uncles that live there now with their kids. And that's because they moved back. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they'll do whatever they can, man, to get you out the way if it's something they want to do. And we see that with the celebrities now. Because now they've given them a certain amount of power. So it's like they gave them that power so that at any time they want, they can show you, I gave you this, I can take it away. That's what they do. I want to get 2 precepts. Give me first Esdras chapter 4 and 38 and 39 right quick.
This is first Esdras. You said chapter what again?
4 verse 38 and 39.
This is first Esdras chapter 4 verse 38, and it reads, as for the truth, it endureth and is always strong. It liveth and conquereth forevermore. With her, there is no accepting of persons or rewards.
So the truth, it's going to live forever. And it's no accepting of persons or rewards. So brothers that's really coming into this truth, which I think Kanye and Kyrie are showing that, regardless of what certain over-righteous Israelites want to think, that still probably don't know nothing by certain things y'all be typing, right? Y'all just mad that y'all not the ones that's waking up massive amounts of people and stuff like that. But these brothers are showing that they understand there's no respect of persons here. To push this truth, you don't need to be looking for no rewards. And they're literally putting the rewards that they've gotten for being the people that they were before they came into this truth, they're putting that at risk. And they're showing you the rest of these brothers ain't doing that.
That's right.
They're actually respecting the person of the Jewish man for giving them the wealth that they have right now. You know what I'm saying? Kyrie is rich. He's worth $90 million. LeBron is rich. He's worth more than Kyrie.
He's a billionaire now.
Billionaire.
Yeah.
Billionaire. So you can't say because they're not rich. These people got money. The people that are fighting against Kyrie and Kanye got more money than Kyrie and Kanye right now. If Kanye's back worth $400 million because he lost his deal, that means that Shaq and LeBron got more money than him. Straight up. So they're using people that now have more money than them to talk against them. That's supposed to give it more credibility. These people that are higher up, they telling y'all to shut up, so y'all need to shut up.
Hey, Salaki, I don't want, and it's funny because what you just said was correct. They're using people with less money, and let's think about this. In the Christian church, there was always this saying, God doesn't call the qualified, he qualifies the call. And they always use most, right. But hey, let's think about this. Let's think about this. In this situation, that's almost true. You know what I'm saying? Because they wrote Kanye off as being crazy.
Yeah.
They wrote Kyrie off as being, adverse and a misfit and all these different things.
Weird. They was trying, bro.
Weird, all that. But look who God uses to get across what he needs to get across, to put these puzzle pieces together to get to the end. You know what I'm saying? That he ain't using LeBron. He ain't used, these politically correct brothers. He ain't used them. He uses the misfits. You feel what I'm saying? So, hey, man. So now they're trying to say, "Oh, see, Kanye's crazy. You can't." And let's think about Kyrie. I mean, he wanted to get away from LeBron, the best player on earth, and he thinks the earth is flat. And come on, man.
Hey, I'll be right back, y'all. Y'all keep going. Give me 2 seconds.
They're trying to disqualify these brothers. And it's crazy because these dudes thought different. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna read the rest of this verse. It says, "With her there is no acceptance of persons or rewards, but she doeth the things that are just, and refraineth from all unjust and wicked things, and all men do well like of her works." Right? So, hey man, listen. This is why I said in the beginning, we can't be super Israelites, like super bruised now. Like I said before, your life was not looked at. I had to tell somebody this not too long ago. They was complaining about a leader of their organization. I'm like, yo, your life ain't looked at with a magnifying glass.
Yeah.
Everybody looking at this one person because he's the leader. Now he's supposed to be perfect. But you be going off. You be going way off, but nobody sees it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody's looking at this man with a magnifying glass. You're not looked at. Your life ain't looked at like that. But they have to be perfect. Everything they do is seen and heard. But you was worse than them.
Mm-hmm. And got something to say.
And now you got something to say. Where they do that at?
No. No.
The true arc of no.
No.
It's somewhere, man.
No.
Sorry.
You know what I'm saying?
Stop repeating nonsense. The Ethiopians don't have nothing to do with the Israelites. Why would they have the Ark of the Covenant?
Yeah, come right. But we got to be a little bit more merciful. Like I said earlier, we got to be a little bit more merciful, man. You know what I'm saying? We got to appreciate the ones, like he said earlier, that's putting their reward for being who they are on the line.
Mm-hmm.
When you make $8.75 an hour and you won't go on the corner and let your assistant manager from Burger King see you.
Bring it out, Ak.
Preaching that word,
Let's keep it real, bro. But now you because you found out you were Israelite.
You make $20 an hour, won't let your little boss that make $40 an hour see you. won't let them see you outside on the corner for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Right? And you mad at a man that make 10 times what you and your boss make put together. And he's putting that on the line.
Let's go a little bit.
Just because he's saying 12 tribes of Judah instead of 12 tribes of Israel. Like, y'all niggas sound stupid.
Just laugh at it and keep moving. You don't even.
Yeah, right.
You know exactly what he meant. He might even said it wrong on purpose, just being sly. Like he might have been trying to be sly in a way.
And then when he got fed up, he started 12 tribes of Israel. We the real Jews. Because first it was we Jews also. Then it was we the Jews.
Right.
So how you know he's not just slowly telling y'all what he know because he was trying to see what the media was gonna throw out there?
Yeah.
Right. The brother said 12 tribes of Hebrew. I laughed. So why do y'all?
All praises. That was all praises. I know exactly what you mean. Hey, I'm in the back.
Right. 12 tribes of Hebrew. Okay. Like, come on, man. Y'all gotta start thinking the Most High. Like, it's amazing. You know what I'm saying? How, and one more thing for you brothers that go to camp, this is the time to get it right. This is the time. Because now you got some talking points that everybody knows about. Before, you was just these dudes in the corner with Bibles. They don't know what you're talking about. Everybody knows what's going on with Kanye and Kyrie. You have a great talking point to rip that person that you see every week that they kind of sort of getting it, but they like,
Yeah, that 5%er brother, that was, God. Yeah, bro, right. God, we the gods, because the earth and the gods and they met the ones that be with all that mess, right? Now you can talk to them about, hey, what you think Kyrie and them talk about? He gonna, well, God, and he gonna get into his whole spiel, and then afterwards you can break it down to him for real.
Hey, I got a precept, man. I got a precept. Can somebody get Sirach 13 and 23? We bring this out all the time. But this is like Adawan Eliel said, this was beautiful that you said this. Instead of being jealous that you don't have the platform to bring in people in the masses, the Most High is using you. We on the street. We don't have to wait on nobody to find us on the internet on the Shabbat. We on the street. People are going to do whatever. Man's goes of the Lord. And then now, boom, you out there openly giving the information for people to even hear in passing. So you supposed to take this alley-oop that the Most High is giving to Kyrie and Kanye and slam dunk that joint, man, for the Lord. Let's read that real quick.
The book of Sirach, chapter 13, verse 23. When a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue. And look what he saith. They extol it to the clouds.
So when a rich man speaks, everybody's going to shut up and they're going to listen. That's whether they count him out as crazy, whatever. Kanye talking, just because he's interested and he's not going to be silenced, they're going to listen. And guess what? We might have planted the seed. It might have been watered through like, oh, shoot, like now Kanye's saying this. Like now it's like, well, let me actually look into this. I don't want to look at before. But it's getting to Kanye. Let me see. Right, go ahead.
Come on. But if the poor man speak, they say, what fella is this? And if he stumble, they will help to overthrow him.
Now, when we speak on a corner, we the poor man. Right? That's why you don't get upset. Like, brothers got to learn how to, they got to learn how to think before they speak on these corners, too. I try my best to do the same thing. You could get mad, somebody scoffing, that ain't real, blah, blah, blah. All right, brother, you have a good one, you know what I'm saying? Because if you start, like, trying to send them up the block, like we call it, just screaming at them you never know. Now, since this whole thing is going on, hey, you was cool last time you saw them, even though they didn't agree with what you said. They might have even been scoffing. Now they don't heard this, and they're like, them brothers down the block was talking about that. I'm going to go back down there on Saturday where they at. And now, yo, you remember that stuff you was telling me about? What's this going on with Kanye? And then there it go.
Now they want to hear it. Now it's on and popping now.
There it go. This is the time to shine. Not like Brother Yawasop said, not for us to get fame or vainglory out of it, but it's the time to do the thing. Like there's no better time to be on the corners. No better time, man.
Everybody know.
That's a fact, man. The jig is up, the word is out, man. What you gonna do with it is the question.
That's right. That's the question.
So I'm good, man. I ain't got nothing else. I mean, I got a lot more I could bring out, but I think that's a good note to end it on right there.
Yeah, come.
All
right, so appreciate all y'all watching tonight. Hit the like button if you haven't already, Baba Kasha. like I said before, with the donations, the water for everybody that sends them in. Please continue to do so. We're trying to get us to school, so we need y'all help. You know what I'm saying? Anything that y'all want to give is it's gonna help out for sure. If you want to donate, you continue to do on the YouTube, do the super chat and stuff. But YouTube be really finagling the funds, so to make sure that we could get the things that we need. If you guys really want to donate, make sure we actually get what you donated and we could put it to proper use. We would appreciate it if you send it to our Cash App, Sons of Thunder Israel, SOTIsraelites on Cash App. So yeah, but with that, y'all get ready for the rest of the classes. We got the rest of the week. You know what I'm saying? Get in class, get your notebooks, pens, pads, share the video. You know what I'm saying? Send it to your people. Like the brother said a minute ago, right? Both of the brothers. That now is the time basically to spread this truth because it's relevant right now. You know what I'm saying? So do what you can to spread the truth because it's relevant right now. Don't just get mad at people spreading the truth and doing what they can because it's relevant right now. Don't try to make everybody seem like an opportunist. Why don't you be an opportunist for the truth? Because it's relevant right now. Okay. So with that, we are the Sons of Thunder Israelites. It is our prayer and heart's desire that all Israel might be saved. Shalom.
Shalom.